They say the road to success is paved with failure. Anyone ask if it's safe to fail this many times? Nope.
The Consistency Project.
If the dictionary were to have pictures next to words, the subject in this video would have his headshot plastered next to ordinary, for he is the living, breathing definition. In short, if he can do it, so can literally anyone else.
History is littered with examples of human beings doing the seemingly impossible. All the way from running 240 miles straight to eating 76 hot dogs in 10 minutes. While those are extreme examples, there are things we see others do every day that seem impossible to us. For me, top of my mind is the pistol squat. It's a beautiful movement. It takes strength, flexibility, and balance all working together to properly flow through the full range of motion. Seeing videos of people repping these out effortlessly is equal parts mesmerizing and exasperating. I've never been close to doing one, ever. Even when I could squat 225, I still couldn't do one.
It's impossible.
I never knew the right approach to take in order to work my way up to being able to do them. But, thanks to the magic of YouTube, I came across a video that gave me some exercises to progress with. Armed with this new information, hope had a heartbeat, and I had a new goal to nurture. The end goal was to get a pistol squat on both legs, and not just get it once, get good, solid reps multiple times. And not for glory, not for fame, not to set any records or win any awards. This wants to prove to myself that as long as I have breath in my lungs, I can do what I've never done. A plan without action is just a dream. It was time to get started. At the beginning, I relied on two movements. The elevated single leg squat, using bumper plates to increase height and intensity as I progressed. And the assisted pistol. I used a bench and a barbell at my sides to brace my weight as I lowered into the squat. So now that I had movements to progress with, I needed a training plan. I didn't really find anything that detailed sets, reps, how often this should be done, should this be done to failure, could this be done along with your current training plan, etc. So I was flying blind and chose to add the movements to my warm-up in order to cause as little disruption to my current workout program as possible. So twice a week I did these during my warm-up, once on leg days and once on an upper body day. I did 24 total reps per leg of the single leg squat, increasing the height as time went on, and 8 reps per leg of the assisted pistol squat. At the end of 2 months, after having done 380 single leg squats and 120 assisted pistols on each leg, it was time to test out my new wheels. Would this be the day that I finally got my first pistol squat?
I just can't get it. Oh.
Turns out this was not the day. It wasn't even close, and I knew it. Something had to change. So I went back to the drawing board. I sat down and thought through the movement, rewatched the video from Squat U, and then reworked my game plan. Instead of just making it part of my warm-up, I had to make it a focal point in my exercise routine. I was determined to get this movement down, and therefore I gave it its due attention in my updated plan. Priority numero uno. After 2 more months of working out with my retooled program, it was time for another test drive. The moment of truth is here. Has my hard work paid off? Oh yeah, there we go. I not only got it once, I got it a second and third time on each leg. This was a moment of pure joy, because getting here was not easy. But sometimes it takes getting angry and questioning yourself. Sometimes you have to lay more eggs than a chicken farm. But if you choose to never concede defeat, the destination will always be ahead for you to keep moving toward. And now that I know I am capable of doing pistol squats, I can keep working and improving on my form. But how did I do it? What programming led me to this moment? When I reset my plan, I focused on the following 3 things: strength in the lower range of the movement, flexibility through my ankles, and balance and stability. I worked on strength in the lower range by increasing the height in the elevated single leg squats so that I could get lower in the movement using a 20-inch box. And perhaps more importantly, I started bringing my leg forward. Something about that positions your weight differently and helps you improve in all three phases: strength, flexibility, and balance. I worked on flexibility by doing banded ankle mobility exercises 3 times a week. And last, I used bands in my squat rack to do banded pistol squats, starting out with a heavier band to give me the most assistance, and then progressing to a lighter band. This helped me figure out balance and technique, how and where my weight needed to be throughout the movement so that I wasn't too far forward or too far back when I got to the bottom, as this is where my biggest issue was. I also trained in near failure and tried to continually increase the difficulty each session. Over the course of 2 months, this is the breakout of reps and sets I did by each movement. This is the blueprint that took me to the promised land. If I could start over knowing what I know now, I would do the following 5 things differently from the beginning. Make it a priority in the workout program. Continue to test failure. Increase difficulty as time progresses by altering height and position of the outside leg in the elevated single leg squat. Do ankle mobility exercises from the beginning. And be mindful of how my weight is centered throughout the movement. And one extra one. Don't be afraid to fall over. You can always get back up again.